All right, everybody, we've got Magadalia out there. Maggie. I'm trying to get the perfect. I've got this camera zoomed way out here. One of my goals for 2025 is I really want to get you guys more content. I really want to be posting more. I want to get more into the YouTube, and I want to get you some good videos. Everybody loves to watch a dog on point. You love to watch a dog on birds. That's what we eat, sleep, and breathe for, right? Wake up and what second chance bird dog got today? But that doesn't help you as far as with your dog. And if I'm gonna help the bird dog community and help people be able to keep their dogs and thrive with their dogs, I need to show people how to control those dogs, how to train those dogs. So Maggie, you're gonna follow a journey with Maggie from day one. And I've got 2 more dogs out there that you're going to follow from day one. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. This is going to be a longer video. We're going to post this to YouTube. I'll post the link. This is basic e-collar intro for Maggie. She has not been introduced to the e-collar yet. As far as I know, her previous owner didn't even put her on an e-collar. So this is all new to her. So what I've done for the last probably hours, I've tied her out here in the yard. I put the e-collar on her. I just let her run around with it, letting her get comfortable wearing it. I didn't put it loose and then put it tight and then just I put it on there like she's gonna wear it all the time. And I'm gonna keep this video simple, stupid. Very, very simple e-collar intro for a dog. And once you have this down, you're good. What I'm focusing on right now, I'm not focusing on fancy little 1 whistle means sit, 2 whistles means left. No, I'm focusing on a way that I can get her attention and get her to come to me without screaming Maggie while we're hunting, right? That's what we want. So every dog I train, I keep it simple, stupid. And the process that we're going to do to use this is we're going to be using a pressure on, pressure off technique. Now, if you ask anybody, define what pressure means to you, that can mean various things, right? To me, pressure on, pressure off is applying something to the dog that they don't really like. Not that hurts them. And I don't want you to confuse those two. We're not hurting the dog. We're putting something on the dog that they not necessarily fond of, and we're giving them an avenue at which to turn that off. And the way you turn that off is to come to me. So what I'm going to do right now, because Maggie's over there eating something she shouldn't, probably deer poop or something, is I'm going to hit this tone button. See her ears? As soon as she comes to me, I'm going to let go of it. Good girl. And we're not going to go overboard with the good girl, okay? She's going to crawl under me, and she's going to be a weirdo, okay? We're not going to go overboard with the praise, right? All we're trying to teach her is that she goes away from me. We apply that pressure, which she didn't like that tone. You saw that. Her ears were kind of like, what is that? So we may need to walk around a little bit, kind of get her loosened back up. Because we don't want her next to us when we do this. We want to, get this there. She's going to chase some leads. This is perfect. So we're going to hit that tone button again. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like it. We're still pushing it. We're still pushing it. We're still pushing it. And it's off. As soon as she touches us, comes off. You did good. Yes, you did. Are you learning? I just told you we're not going to overdo the praise. Listen to me. She's a cute little dog. It's hard not to. But that's all it is. That was her leash there, not the collar. That's all it is. It's really simple, guys. It's simple, stupid like that. And that's how I like to do this. And I'll do this all week long with her in the yard. We'll do this. There's 2 tools you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need a e-collar, and I highly recommend, number 1, best e-collar for 2025, the Dogtra 1900X or the 280X. It is the best bang for your buck on a collar that's loaded with features. I didn't bother cleaning this one up. I've drugged this one through the dirt and the mud for the last month or 2, and it's performed flawlessly. The moment I touch the button, exactly what I want to happen happens. There's no delay there. It works great. It's got tone. It's got vibration. It's got a light that I can turn on. It's got the boost feature, which I don't use much. But the thing that I love the most about these Dogtras is this radio static dial, right? So I can turn this up and down. And I've got from 0 to 100. I can really fine tune this in because 38 might not get her attention, but 39 does, So love the collar for that. We're going to keep doing this. The second thing you're going to need is you're going to need about a 30 or 40 foot. This is a wire rope. So this is a coated wire rope. And you're going to want to tie the dog out in the yard. You say, why are you doing that? You're doing an e-collar intro. Well, I don't want the dog running off. Okay, if you're in your yard, you do an e-collar intro, your dog takes off across the yard, and he's going to run away, and then you're sitting there grabbing that e-collar and zapping the dog. You have not taught the dog anything. All you've taught the dog is this is painful, right? That's not what we're trying to do. I know that she can't get away, so I know we're in a controlled environment. So yeah, I'm going to hit this tone button again. We're going to get down on a knee. And you notice I'm holding the button. It's toning. I can hear it beeping. And she's coming to me. As soon as she gets to me, it comes off. Good girl. Good girl. Don't overdo the praise. It's pretty simple, guys. That's all it is. What you're seeing me do right now will work up until a point with some dogs. There are some dogs that the beep won't do anything for. Beep won't even notice it. Some dogs you'll need to vibrate. This has a vibrate feature. Let's see what she does with vibrate. I don't know if you guys can see her. I'm gonna vibrate. I'm gonna get down on the knee. I can really see her head going there. See, she doesn't mind the vibrate. Look at her. Here, here. I might have to say here, 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 here. Good girl. Vibrate comes off as soon as she touches me. So the beep, this is interesting because you're gonna find this. The beep for her, that beep, 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 beep. She did not like that. She wanted to come to me as soon as she heard that. As soon as she gets to me, it turns off. The vibrate didn't work for her. That's perfect for this video because there's different dogs are going to be in different classes as to what they like and what they don't like. You're going to get some dogs that at some point the beep and the vibrate, they could care less because they know that there's not really any repercussion. Yeah, I can deal with that beep. Yeah, that vibrate my neck, whatever. I'm getting the neck massage. Some dogs need that stimulation. So that's where this Dogtra 1900X is nice because you can take that radio static dial and you can start at 0 and you can work your way up. And that's what we're going to do right here. So I just showed you the beep. I just showed you the vibrate. Let's let her get away from it here. We're going to go into some stimulation. Now I know that 15 doesn't really feel like much. I think I put my hands in this and I could go to 20 before I really felt it. So we're going to do it number 10. We're going to hold it. Nothing. And I can turn this up while I'm holding this button. Nothing. Nothing. We're at 20. Nothing. I'm still... There we go. Right there. That's what I like. See that? And look at her. Good girl. Good girl. That was at about 22. I seen her neck kind of go, oh, what was that? It's a tickle. So 22 got her attention. Now, she's getting the gist of this. She's realizing the pressure on, pressure off. He does something to my collar and I need to come to him to take it off. That's what the whole purpose is. Something uncomfortable happens for her. The only way to get that uncomfortableness away is to come to dad. That's what you want your dog to believe. Once you get that, you have recall. Okay? Because at that point, the uncomfortableness can just be turned up or down. Okay, you can't turn the up or down with a beep or a vibrate. That's why we have to go with the stimulation. You train the beep, you train the vibrate for those certain situations when you're just in the yard, you're just outside, you're just having fun. But in a hunting scenario, we're talking to the hunting guys right now. In a hunting scenario, in a dog park scenario, inner city scenario, the beep and the vibrate is not going to work in certain situations. That's why you must train the stimulation part. You have to train the stimulation. Because there's going to come a time when your dog's going to hear that beep or feel that vibrate and they're just not going to care. That's why you have to train with stimulation. So they know what's coming. What we're going to do throughout the week is we're going to keep this process going. And what I'm hoping to see is at some point the beep isn't going to bother her. The vibrate, she's going to ignore it. And that's when I'll have to go to that stimulation level. And we'll teach her that, hey, if you hear that beep or you feel that vibrate and you don't listen to me, guess what's coming next? Okay? And again, we're not hurting the dog. This isn't about hurting the dog. 22, I can put my hand in that collar right now and hit myself with 22. I guarantee you I can barely feel it. All we're doing is making her uncomfortable, making her want to turn that off. How do I turn that off? I come to dad. It's very simple, folks. So go out and get yourself a long check cord. Tie your dog out in the yard. Buy the Dogtra 1900X collar. Start at 0, work your way up. Beep, vibrate, so on and so forth. If you have any questions, like, subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, let me know what you think. It's simple stupid, folks. We don't need to overthink it. Stop overthinking e-collar. All it is a tool to help our dogs live a better life, a freer life. I mean, we live on, I've got about 1,000 acres around here, not all mine, but I've got about 1,000 acres out here that I can put a GPS on a dog and let them run. All my dogs know, they hear that beep, They have to come back home. If I don't see them coming back home within 30 seconds, they're getting shot. That's the whole purpose. We want our dogs to live as free and beautiful life as they can. And an e-collar is one way to get that life for them. So let's do this one more time. Let's let her get away from us. So we're going to use stimulation this time. We're not going to use the beep. We're not going to use the vibrate. None of that. I'm actually going to turn this down to 20. So if you get this, I'm going to show you something else too when we're done doing this little run right here. Let's see if we can get her chasing some leaves or getting away from us here. There we go. That's what we want. This is what you get. And this is where this is a good thing to watch too, because this is where you start to say, hey, the training session might be over. You know what I mean? But little stimulation. Little light, little light, little light. Good girl. Good girl. Perfect. I know this dog, and she wouldn't just come to me if I was on my knee. She's stubborn. Last thing I want to show you. I'll make sure I'm getting this on camera, so I'm going to reach around and look here. Yeah. So you see this little C right here? Okay. That stands for constant. When you get this collar, you're going to want to change that from, it's going to have an N on there from the factory, and that's Nick. There's no, in my opinion, there's no reason to have a Nick or a constant option on a collar. You can have the constant on, and you can just touch the button and let go, and that's a Nick. I like to have it on constant because then it constantly beeps, it constantly vibrates, it constantly stimulates. So no matter what I'm doing, I hold that button down and it stays on, stays on, stays on. That is an extremely important part to this whole process, okay? Because when she's sitting out there and I hit that button, if she looks at me, that's okay, but that's not perfect. She runs 5 feet toward me, that's okay, it's not perfect. I want her on me. I want her to come to me. So that's why that constant stimulation, I'm going to hold that button down, hold that beep down, hold that vibrate. Whatever I find that works the best, I hold that until she touches me. That's what I want. I don't want to let go until she's touching me. If I let go 20 feet away, what's that going to teach her? For the rest of her life, all she needs to do is come within 20 feet of me and that turns off. No, you want that pressure to come off, you come to me, you touch me. That's the whole point. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Again, like, subscribe. It just helps build our channel. I'm going to start posting a lot more to YouTube. But I'm going to get some more dogs out because I've got quite a few dogs I want you all to see. New dogs, so we're going to do that next. Thanks for watching.